Hey guys, this is Leah with Scott Leroy Marketing, and in today's tip video, I'm going to show you how you can create contact tasks directly from your Command mobile app. Now, this is the brand new Command mobile app, probably launched last week. Today's date is December 14th, 2021. So this is brand new. If you have not downloaded the Command mobile app, this will be utilized by agents to be able to access and use Command on the go from their Apple or Android device. So I'll put a link in the YouTube description on how to download that or and sign in. If you guys need that, it'll be in the YouTube description below. But essentially, just go to your App Store, Google Play Store, and search KW colon Command, and that'll pop right up for you. All right, so in today's tip video, I'm going to show you how we can manage contact tasks, adding them, completing them, the different settings that is entailed with tasks. So I do have my Command mobile app open here. And this is the dashboard, so you'll see on the bottom of my screen, these icons are very similar to Command on your desktop. So I am on the dashboard, so I do see at the top of my screen here the contact tasks, just kind of an overview of my tasks, how many are due today, due soon, or past due. They're at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the tasks icon on the very bottom center toolbar here. So that tasks icon does look the same as in your Command desktop. All right, and from here, I'm just going to take you on a quick overview before we go ahead and add in future tasks. So I do see at the top of my screen, I do have contact tasks selected, all right, but you'll see the opportunity to switch to opportunity tasks as well. All right, under that, you'll see show, tasks to do, completed, expired, or archived. Okay, so if you're having any trouble finding your tasks in here, check the expired tag. It will expire your tasks if they are not completed within typically 30 days, depending on if they're generated from a smart plan or not. It can be 15 to 30 days. So if you're missing any of your tasks, check under expired. They may be there. All right, but you can go ahead and search differently from there. Under that, we have the drop down for due date. So we have today selected off default. However, you can change that to past due, next 7 days, due later, or all time. I can also use the toggle directly below that to go ahead and pull up call tasks only. So let's say I have 5 people to call today. I only want to see those 5. I can go ahead and pull that up directly. And I'm going to show you now how to add a task as a call task only or just as a regular task so that you can start utilizing the search preview here. So on the bottom right, sometimes it's kind of hard to see if you have a bunch of tasks, but we'll see that plus icon on the bottom right. And that'll create a new contact task. So first field, we're going to go ahead and set the task name. So let's say this one is call client. Or whatever the task may be. You can put a description as well. And under that, you can go ahead and select when this task is due. So if this is an all-day event, right, you just want to be notified of the task on this specific day. All right, by default, it will notify you at 11:59 Central Standard Time. However, you can change that, so you'll see the due date below that you can go ahead and change when that's due. If you want it to notify you at a specific time, you can uncheck the all-day option, and you'll see it then includes a time right under that. So you'll see that default 11:59, and you can change that. So if you want to go ahead and be, notified at, 9 a.m. here, because that's when I do my lead generating and calling to my clients, I can go ahead and set that here. And I can also add a hyperlink. So the add hyperlink field can be really helpful if you want to, mention a website, maybe the event URL on the call, or, you know, listing that you need to have linked up here. So on the call, you have all the listing details ready, right? Or maybe that's an internal resource. If you're creating a note for yourself and you want to link a website to check back on, you can add that as well. Now you have the bottom two options here to either add a contact, so associate a contact with this, and mark as a call task. So in order to mark this task as a call task, I do need to associate a contact first. So that is required. However, in general, you do not have to associate a contact. So if you just want to go ahead and create a task for yourself, you can absolutely do that and just click save on the top right here. However, I want to associate this to a contact because I am going to be calling over. So I'll click that add remove option. And I'll go ahead and select the contact or contacts that I want to go ahead and be added on this task. So with that being said, you can actually select multiple contacts here to add them all to this task, and it will create individual tasks for each contact. You'll be able to see that task within the contacts contact record within your command database, and you will have a separate task show up in the task applet for each one of these with, you know, the separate description all there, so you can customize that further. And I'll click save on the top right. And you'll see now that I have selected a contact, I can click mark as a call task, so that option becomes available to me. You know, of course, if you want to remove that contact that you added, or, you know, some of those contacts, you can click that add remove option again. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and click save on the top right. All right, so I see that notification on the bottom that the new call task has been added. All right, so let's talk about the difference between call tasks and normal tasks, because the main difference between the two is, first of all, for call tasks, you'll see this call option on the right-hand side of all of these tasks I have here. Right, so that indicates that it is a call task. And what's great is when I click call, it'll go ahead and give me that phone number. This is pulling from command from my database. So I can go ahead and click on that and it'll start calling on my phone right away. If this is not a call task, I think I have one due today. Yes. So if this is not a call task, so I just toggled on over to my tasks that are due today, right? So you can see how great that is to really organize your tasks and sort through those. So I'll see right here, the send email one. So the second from the bottom, right, that's not a call task. You'll see the top three are call tasks because I have that call option, and then I don't for that fourth one. So the main difference between the two, besides having that call option, is when I complete them. So this is just a normal task, right? I'm clicking the send email task. That is not a call task. So when I go to actually complete the task, it'll just give me a notification that it has been completed. It'll move it off my screen to my completed tasks. However, the difference in a call task here, so other than clicking call, is when I complete that, right, it'll give me that same pop-up to complete the task, but this time it'll give me an option to add activity to the contact's timeline within your database. So it's prompting you to make notes about the call, which is really cool. So at the top here, you know, it defaults on interaction type as a call, because that's what I had it entered in as, but you can go ahead and change that to a meeting, a text, a quick note. So I'll leave that on call, assuming I talk to them on the phone. You know, the date of the call, if I was actually able to talk to them today. The interaction outcome, did they answer? Did you leave a voicemail? Did you talk? And maybe what did you talk about? Super important to go ahead and jot that down while it's fresh on your mind. You know, if they mention their kids' soccer tryouts coming up, that would be a great thing for you to mention the next time that you talk to them. Even simple notes like that go a long way to retaining your clients, as of course you know. But those are some great things to go ahead and note here. And of course, real estate related notes like the, you know, listing criteria they're looking for and so forth would also be great. And this does add it to your contact timeline within your command database. So, and I'll click save on the top right. So I can see that was added to the timeline activity as well. So I can go ahead and view that from the contact record at any time. Now lastly here, you'll notice these three dots to the far right of any of these contact tasks. So just a heads up, you do have the option to edit the task from here, complete it, reschedule it. So let's say that phone call I just can't get to today. All right, instead of this going overdue, I can go ahead and reschedule that for a future day. So the due date here, I can go ahead and reschedule that for tomorrow, let's say. And I save that, and that will, you can see that that was removed from my task for today, and that'll instead show up on my next 7 days. So due tomorrow, next 7 days. All right, guys, if you have any questions on how to manage tasks with your Command app, feel free to go ahead and shoot us an email, support@scottleroymarketing.com. Also check out slmtips.com for even more tip videos on the mobile app. All right, guys, if you have any questions, just let us know. Have a great